See, when you have to jump off of the phone because
Yes.
Holy Spirit is downloading so much to just jump
So much.
here in on the StreamYard. Just coming off of our just breathe soaking
Hmm.
that we had at my house last night, and what um, intimacy and encircling and curation that
Hmm.
Most High had for each one of us
Yeah.
has just solidified my mindset and my heart and our
Hmm.
hearts
Yeah.
together with the village mindset and the
Hmm.
village lifestyle.
Yeah.
That we are indeed a village and not a group, not
No.
this is your group, this
Right.
is my group, this
Right.
is her group,
Right.
but a unified, synchronized village. And
Yeah.
to understand what exactly that means,
What
especially
that
for
means.
those of us that were there last night, what he actually gave me a picture as he was loving on you, Kalina. He literally curated that entire night last night. He
Yeah.
specifically had instructed me to get teas for each sister that says a moment for you. It was a
Hmm.
special blend tea. And then he specifically wanted us to be in an intimate space in our family room, in a
Right.
circle, though. And
Hmm.
now I understand, as he ministered to you and as he loved on you, what that encircling
Hmm.
means.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So I know I had posted a whole um, word that he gave concerning that in our chat. And it
Yeah.
just was phenomenal. I just want to read this real
Yeah.
quick, and then I'll throw it over to you to share your downloads. And as
Okay.
he showed me you and all of us
Mm.
encircling you, he literally gave me this picture, and then he
Yeah.
spoke village. And then this is what he
Mm.
says: you are part of a village, you are
Yes.
part of a whole.
Yes.
What does this mean? It means that you are encircled by an army of power soul warriors in this physical realm, and power spirit warriors in the spiritual world. This assigned encircling shows up for you in ways you didn't even know to ask. Some are new, some are unexpected, some
Yeah.
will be seasonal, some will be a lifetime, some
Yeah.
will play a major role, some will play a small role. But each part of the whole is necessary for your rebirths again and again and again and
Hmm.
again. You are part of a whole,
Yeah.
part of an encircling of faith filled, faithful warriors.
Mm.
You are part of a whole.
Part
And
of a whole.
so, want to throw that back over to you when you
Oh,
hear part of
perfect.
a whole, and you got a lot of downloads.
A ton of downloads. And he's been on this kick. There's some breadcrumbs that we can track back just for the last couple of weeks. He's been talking and revealing and pouring out and downloading and kind of giving us the pieces. But now he's like starting to he's starting to throw it straight at us about what he's doing in this season. Um, and the part of the whole is so, it's revolutionary, really,
Yeah.
um, to how we've been living, how we have been raised, how we have been worshiping, how we have been walking and talking and breathing has been counter to this mindset. And we've kept some semblance of it, where, people understand there's some type of power or comfort or something in the village. Oh, it takes the
Yeah.
village to raise a child and think like there's this concept that we understand, but we didn't fully know it.
No.
And so he's trying to teach us that in this great awakening, That's really what he wants us to wake up to, is this village lifestyle. And what does that mean? Is that
Yeah.
just a physical thing, like just living around each other? Like, what does it mean? And he's like, no, it's love, right?
Yeah.
So he began to talk to us and me and all these pieces to the village about love,
Yeah.
about what real love is, and what not real love, because he took that from he told me to take that, right? He was like, not real love,
Right.
right?
Because
He
that
said,
was that
but
old Mary J. I'm looking for a
oh,
real love.
real love. And he was like, it's not about whether or not it's real or not. He said it's about, is it pure? Is
Yeah.
it, is it pure? Is there pieces of it that needs to be cleansed and redone?
Yeah.
And I had a couple of moments over the last couple of weeks, but this last moment, our sister Summer came and she sat with me as I broke down in a
Yeah.
space of not understanding why things weren't happening. And sometimes, if you're wondering why things are not happening, really what's being pricked is uh, your feeling of love. Like,
Hmm.
am I loved? Am I getting this love that you know has been promised? Am I
Hmm.
missing a part? That's really at the baseline. And so, just in a way to get out of my head, uh, asked me, how I want to do that. I said, well, put some music on, some jazz or something. And asked
Yeah.
for John Coltrane.
Uh-huh.
And uh, one of my favorite songs from him is Naima. But she
Okay.
put on
Yep.
another one.
Mm.
And it was, I didn't know what the name of it was until the end of the song. But that
Mm.
song it began to flow, and I started to
Hmm.
write stuff, and he began to download. And at the end, it said "Love Supreme," a
Mm.
love supreme, a
Yeah.
love, and it just kept repeating, a love supreme. And so, a supreme is that highest, most purest of anything. If you get something that's supreme, it's the quality is higher. And so he's looking for us to learn his love supreme. Like, what does it mean
Yeah.
to get his love? What does his love really look like? And we just haven't been living like that. We
Yeah.
haven't been this part where everyone is a whole. We have been
Mm.
taught to be everything, and you try to be everything to everybody.
I'm every woman. Ain't that the song?
I'm every woman. I can do anything. It's just like the mindset is, and then you're getting all dragged down and you're burnt out and you're trying
Yeah.
to do 1,000, and I can do all the things. I mean, I probably was just saying this just a couple months ago myself. I can do
Yep.
all the things and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, you can't. And that was
Yeah.
not his intention. And that's what he's reteaching us. Is my intention was for there to be a whole and
Yeah.
you to be a part of that whole.
Yeah.
And then if you think about it, he's been saying this. Like when we talk about the kingdom, we say it's the body, right? The
Mm.
body of God. And it's like, well, the body is a bunch of parts put together to create a whole.
Yeah.
And we just have been missing it. Where the perspective, he had to flip the lens and flip the script
Yeah.
and say, you are a part of a whole.
Yeah.
And the village is that whole. And that means that you are all intricately, like you had, penned, intricately put together to
Yeah.
complete a whole,
Yeah.
divinely, intentionally put together. Like
Yeah.
you need the together part. It
Together.
is it's the together part that you need. You
Yeah.
cannot do it by yourself. You were never meant to do it by yourself. There was never
Yeah.
meant to be this one that's just kind of pulling and dragging everybody else. No.
Right.
That's not what it is. That's not what leadership is. That's not what.
Yep.
So we all these concepts that are contrary
Yeah.
to a whole,
Yeah.
and it works so much better. And he's like, y'all, let me teach you this. Let me
Yeah.
teach you how to not part compartmentalize yourself, like we
Yeah.
were talking about, where you're piecing yourself out, right?
Yeah.
Because
Piecing yourself out.
I'm piecing myself out.
Yeah.
I'm this over here, and I'm this over here, and I'm this to that person, and I'm that to that person. It's like, no,
Yeah.
no, because if he is Jehovah Jireh,
Yeah.
if he is the provider,
Yeah.
he will provide everything we need.
Yep.
I don't need to get it from this one person.
Yep.
I don't need to be that one person.
Yep.
He will provide it, but it requires me.
Yeah.
Like our sister Summer always says, there's more
There's
that's
more.
required of you. It
Yeah.
requires me to connect myself to others because they literally have what I need.
Right. Right.
So our vision of the village has been, the frame has been opened up. He's like, let me show you this
Yeah.
vision I had for you. He said, I made you a people unto myself.
Unto myself.
We are a chosen people.
Yeah.
We are the chosen people. He's like, this is why he literally crafted a people, not just physically, but how
Yeah.
we live, how we love, how we
Yeah.
speak to one another, how we see one another. And it must be,
It
here's the
must be.
part about the village, it
It
must
must
be reciprocated.
reciprocated. The law of
This
reciprocity.
is a universal law.
Yep.
And he downloaded, he said to me, you interrupt my universal law system, my
Mm.
universal legal system. You interrupt it, and
Yeah.
what it causes is chaos. Because if you don't allow my his law
Yeah.
system is actually love.
Love. Love.
So
Love.
all of his systems equal love.
Yeah.
His economy is love.
Love.
His healing,
Love.
love.
Yeah.
His judicial system, what's right,
Love.
how to write things, how to bring things back into balance, right? The justice of it is love.
Love. Yeah.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
If it's being given out, it must be returned. And
Returned.
we have lived too much. We have been in these spaces and organizations and setups
Yep.
where it was given, 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 given,
Give it.
and not returned.
Yeah.
So those of us have who have been in those spaces where you're pouring out, whether it was
Yep.
financial, whether
Yep.
it was physical, whether it was
Yep.
your time, whether it was your talent, whether it was your love, whether it was your gifts, and it's not returned properly,
Yeah.
you have created chaos because that
Yeah.
thing got to flow. That love has to flow. And so the revolutionary piece about love is we were made in his image.
Image. Yep.
So my love must look like his.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, what he
Yep.
said was it's tainted.
It's tainted.
So it is the fly in the butter, right? So it's just like I we can't keep eating around this fly. That needs to be
No.
discarded and
Hmm.
get some fresh butter. Get some fresh
Fresh butter.
butter. Get some fresh butter. Stop eating around these little gnats and things that got in. It's like, oh, no, no, no. It's tainted. So what's tainted? Look, I mean, he been downloaded. So this is why we're on
Download.
here. Y'all try to keep up as much as you can, but this he
Yes.
just fled.
Yep.
Like the tainted love is where that's why he said, don't say it's not real. It's real.
Hmm.
People can feel like they really do love you, or you could feel like you really love people, it's real to
Right.
you. It's
Right.
real to you. It's not
Yeah.
like it's fake, but
Yeah.
it's tainted
Yeah.
because it's not pure.
Yeah.
Because you haven't ran it through the system
Yeah.
of love. His village mindset is you all need one another.
We all need one another.
And none of
And
y'all
I'm not
are
the
the
only one that's
whole.
needed.
You're he's like you can't just because he said that too. You can't just say, well, it's just me and God. It's just me and Yah, me and God. He said, no, no, no. I
Yep.
created y'all.
Yeah.
And so if we want to see him as a parent, no parent wants their children to not get along. That hurts
Yeah.
the heart of any parent.
Right.
Come on.
It breaks his heart.
It breaks the heart of any parent if
Yep.
their children aren't loving each other right.
Yep. Yep.
That it's just like, oh, but we both love you so much, mom. But like, but you're at each other's throat and
Yeah.
you're not loving each other right. And that's breaking my heart.
Yeah.
So we were created to be these open, just open vessels for
Yeah.
his love supreme to flow through me and his love supreme to flow through you and come
Yeah.
back. And it's just this conduit and it's just circulating
Encircling. Yes.
and
There we
circling.
go.
And when it comes to something that's tainted, it get blocked up
Blocked.
and it causes chaos. You know, you get seeds of discord. See, and these are the things he said were abominations to him.
Yep.
He said,
Yep.
you when you sow things that mess up my cycle, my system
Yeah.
of love, it's an abomination. Because I never understood, like, why are you using such a strong word?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a strong word. He said, it's an
Yep.
abomination to me when you don't
Common.
love supreme. But we didn't know. We've been taught this other forced
Yeah.
system on
Yeah.
us of, and this is where we go back to when he was creating his nation.
Yep.
He laid that thing out for us. He even told us where to live, where to go. I want you to go here.
Yes.
I planned this place and this land for you. I promised it. Oh, it's
Yeah.
giants there, but it's yours.
Yeah.
I created it for you.
Yeah.
And here's my statutes. Here
Yeah.
is my. He has never, bless you, Yah. He has never been a God who just wanted to be a dictator.
No.
That's never he wanted to be loved.
Loved.
That's a
Yes.
beautiful blue jay outside the window. That's beautiful. Thank you, Yah.
Yes.
He wanted to be loved. And
Yeah.
he created that garden, an ecosystem of just love, of his love. And
Yeah.
so at the end of the day, he's like, go back, return. And so it's like, well, we don't know where to return to. He's like, I'm trying to teach you how to have a village lifestyle, where in the village you are a part of a whole,
Yeah.
and it is the whole
Yeah.
that needs your part
The
so that we can
whole
all,
needs your part.
your part is needed.
Yeah.
It can't be left up to a handful of people.
It
And
cannot.
everybody just comes and takes parts. You can't partake like that. You have
No.
to literally be a part of the whole and you partake from the whole, but
Mm-hmm.
you are giving back.
Mm-hmm.
It must be returned.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can't just pull.
Yeah.
You will drain. You will drain. You will drain the coffers like
Yeah.
that. You will drain what we need to be and survive. Where everybody has their part, and
Yeah.
it's no little I's and little U's. You have to come in, bring your. That's what he meant by the storehouse.
There we go.
He said, "Bring what you got to the storehouse. Bring the gift that was given to you."
Mm-hmm.
that only you can do, and let it be open to the whole,
Yep.
so that the whole will be well, so that we don't have to go outside. He said, I've laid all this out for y'all. This is why I told y'all not to mix with everybody, because I did everything for you.
Yeah.
I set up your statutes. I put here who needed. I let y'all. He even told the tribes, y'all going to come on, God.
Yep.
He said, y'all going to do this, and y'all will do this, and the Levites, y'all will do that, and
Yep.
Issachar, you will do. He said, I'm creating a whole with y'all.
A whole, a whole
Know your
nation.
role and bring it to the storehouse.
Yes.
That's how nations and tribes were
Yes.
created. We put and we have the same mindset. We understand love. We understand his system of love.
Yep.
So and we're not going to taint it. And even if we
Mhm.
do taint it, he has those things put there together, right?
Yep.
So then at some point they're like, oh, we want a king. We want to be like everybody else. They just do their
Right.
own thing.
Right.
They just got all this. Look at them looking over the fence, and he's like, but you don't understand. That's tainted love over there.
Yeah.
Because I'll say this part, and you can jump in because he's downloading all over the place.
Yeah.
We were created
Yeah.
to be loved.
Yep.
So everything that you need is
Yeah.
love.
Yes.
It is a kind of love. And so when you are not loved well and right,
Mm-hmm.
it is a chaos in you.
Yep.
And so he knows that thing I put in you that
Mm-hmm.
needs that love so much, like you need water.
Yeah.
He said, you're going to go over there and you ain't going to get what you need. It's going to
Yep.
be tainted.
Yep.
So it's just like, all right, you dehydrated and you need water, right?
Yep.
There's somebody like, well, we got water over here, but it's like carbonated water. It's like club. So you want some of that, and it's like, but that's not the same.
No.
That's not going to do for me what I needed to do.
Yeah.
And so you steady over there drinking the what do we call it? What's the carbonated water? Kia always orders that. Can I get a you know? It's just like it's water, but it got all this sodium and carbonation in it.
Yes.
Not the same.
No.
So that's what tainted love is. It seems like,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah.
And it's our job to know the difference and then to, flush it through the system. So
Yeah.
our love becomes pure. So and then we can all kind of share in that flow. That's
Yeah.
what village mindset is.
Village mindset.
Woo!
All that download. And the thing of the matter is, as we come into the truth of who Most High is, we also
Yeah.
come into the truth of who He created us to be.
Come
And He
on. Yes.
created us to be not only in communion with Him, but to be synchronized in that
Yes.
encircling with
Yes.
one another. It is
Yes.
truly the law of reciprocity.
It's the law.
It is a cycle and encircling that
Yes.
what I give out,
Come on.
I also partake in.
Yes.
And so I am not the whole, but I
No.
am a part of a whole,
You're a
and I
part of the whole.
partake in the
Yes.
whole.
You
I
must
bring my
partake as
part
well.
to the
Come
whole,
on.
and I
Mm.
partake of the whole. That's
Because
a
it must be
whole
returned.
different mindset. I bring
Come
my
on.
part to the
Yes.
whole, but I
Yes.
also partake of the whole.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the space that I give to is also a space for
Come
me.
on. Come on.
The space that I give to is
Yes.
also a space that has been intricately
Yes.
curated for
Yes.
me. So it's
Yes.
no more,
Come on.
it's hers, it's his,
No. It's
it's
theirs.
theirs,
No.
it's
Mm-mm.
over there,
over
but
there.
it
Right.
is ours,
It's ours.
made
It
specifically
must be ours.
for me and
Mhm.
for us.
Yes.
I cannot be the whole.
Come on.
I am not the whole, but I am a part of a whole
Yes.
that makes me whole.
Come
That's
on.
the thing. I can't be whole
Woo.
without partaking of the whole.
Yes.
So if I'm not partaking of the whole, how
Yeah.
am I truly whole?
How you
And
truly
so
hold.
that thing that you shared about, summer showing up,
Yeah.
because you were not only a part of the whole, but became
No.
a partaker of the whole. He
Yes.
says part of an encircling, who shows up to sit with you, to listen to your heart,
Yeah. Yeah.
to hold your hand,
Yeah.
to comfort you, to rub
Yeah.
your back, to
Yeah.
wipe your tears,
All
to
that.
help
All
you
that.
breathe, to
All
give
that.
you pure water, to
Pure
help you
water. Come
push,
on.
to come
Oh my gosh.
alongside you, to
Pure
help you
water.
stand, to
Yes.
look you face to face and look into your eyes, to strengthen you, to
Yes.
synchronize with Holy Spirit and with one another, to
Yes.
empower you and release you, to encourage you on, to
All that.
envision with you, to support you, to assist you, and to celebrate with you as you soar higher and
All that.
higher and higher with the Most
All that.
High God. It is imperative that you know that you are part of the whole,
Mm.
not to
Heart.
be unwelcomed nor
No.
isolated, not to
No.
be forgotten nor
Mm-mm.
ignored, not to be displaced nor
No.
unseen, not to be rejected nor
No.
discarded, but you
No.
are intentionally placed in a beautiful encirclement,
Yes.
intimately curated, intricately designed,
Mm.
divinely
Yes.
assembled with the full embodiment of a love
A
supreme.
full embodiment
Some
of the
new,
love supreme.
some are unexpected, some will be seasonal, some
Yeah.
will be a lifetime, some will
Yes.
play a major role, some will
Yeah.
play a small role, but each part of this whole is
Yes.
necessary for
Yes.
you to rebirth again and again
Right.
and again and again. But your job, my
Your job.
job,
Hmm.
our job
Our.
is to realize your part,
Hmm.
my part,
Hmm.
our part in the
Yes.
whole,
Yes.
so we can be whole.
Absolutely.
This is the village mindset.
It's the village
May
mindset.
we embody it. May
Yeah.
this become our lifestyle as we return to the people
Yes.
Most High has created us to be.
To be.
So I say,
And
he says,
he
I
says,
love you, village.
yes,
I love you, sister.
I love you, sister.
I love you, family.
I love you,
With
family.
a love
Supreme.
supreme.
Yes.
More to come, because there's
More to
always
come.
more.
There's always more.
We love you.
Love y'all.